2K Sports presents the NBA. Monday Night Basketball is coming right up. This is Kevin Harlan courtside with Greg Anthony and Brent Beard. David Aldridge will join us momentarily from the sidelines. And let's check out a breakdown, looking at some stats for George.
And guys, it hasn't been pretty for him in the past 5 games. He's having one of those scoring slumps that all players go through at some point in the season. But I know he hadn't lost his confidence, and I expect this young man to get after it here tonight.
Now look at Memphis's starting group. Morant and Brooks manning the backcourt. Clark is out there with Kyle Anderson. And it's Valanciunas in at the 5, down low. And for Los Angeles, Patrick Beverley out there with Paul George. Then it's Ivica Zubac. Then it's Marcus Morris. And it's Leonard in at the 3 spot. Halfway through the season, Brent, as a team, are you still discovering new ways to win?
Yeah, I would say if you had a set of encyclopedias, when you get to around January, you should be in the MN section, Kevin. So do people know what encyclopedias are? But
I can picture in my mind. I know exactly what you're saying.
So from that point on in the season, you have a great foundation to build on, and there's a lot of things that you can do that are just slight wrinkles to what it is you already do, and that's the great thing for coaches, is to challenge the players to see how far through that encyclopedia we can go. What letter could we get to in the alphabet by the end of the year?
And guys, we talk all the time about making the extra pass. Clark there proving how important that concept is.
Now here's Beverley. Pass to Morris. 5 on the clock. Back to Beverley. And the layup is good after a nice lead pass.
Patrick Beverley can do that in close, finds a way to get that one up, and you know he likes to score. It doesn't happen a ton, but he loves it.
Morant with it, defended by Beverley. And that one, good. Morant's got his second bucket of the night.
And I like to see this. They're calling his number early, and he's delivering.
Well, he's going to just keep going now. That's early confidence for him.
The 3 from George. Rebounded by Valanciunas. Memphis with the ball. They couldn't put the pieces together, losing the last matchup with the Lakers.
Yeah, on the road, you're already a little out of your element. Then the misses from the line become contagious.
Well, it can affect your confidence, not just as the player shooting, but the entire team. So defenses might get a little bit more aggressive, and then you got to think about the next free throw.
Now here's Beverley. He's averaging just around 8.5 points a game. Leonard fires away from outside. Beverley the pass to George. And George with the stuff.
Well, it's the golden age of point guards, and Patrick Beverley trying to show that he belongs amongst them on that play.
Okay, well, let's go down to David Aldridge for a report from the sideline.
Well, Kevin, Coach Taylor Jenkins gave me a few minutes to catch up. He said efficiency is a buzzword around the league, and that's Kawhi Leonard. He doesn't turn it over, doesn't take bad shots. He can give you 30 and never force a thing. Kevin, that doesn't sound like an easy assignment.
Thanks, David.
And this kid, Ja Morant, came out of nowhere, under-recruited in high school, showed some promise in that first year of college, but boy, did he blow up.
And there's Valanciunas on the assist by Morant.
And he's pretty relentless inside. Valanciunas gets after it down low. It might not always look pretty, but he makes the most of his chances in the paint.
Now here's Leonard. He's coming off a 31-point game against Sacramento.
Yeah, but all around offensively, the performance was great. He knew when he had it going, but he also knew he could get other guys going. So his passing right up there on the level with his scoring in that one.
And have to commend the unselfish attitude, like how Morant just recognized the open man, and the ball was right there.
Bucket is good, and Morant really impacts the game in every area.
It's incredible, Kevin. He gives you the points, the assists, the rebounds, but then you look at the box score and you also see a block, a couple steals. And I like that he shoots a high percentage at the line.
And he gets a lot of points right there at the rim, but the defense determined not to give up the easy deuce there.
Yeah, but the defense was determined not to give him an inch of free space.
Brooks feeling it out a bit. Morant with it. 17 points for him last game against the Lakers in Los Angeles. Tries it from the top of the key. Not going to go that time. So the Clippers will take it the other way. Last time they faced off, it was right here at home where they couldn't get it done.
Yeah, in this game, they'll want to approach things a little differently, I think. Got blown out last time due to being a little too aggressive on the defensive side.
Yeah, and that led to a few of their key guys spending long stretches of the game on the bench because of foul trouble. Hard to find yourself back in a rhythm when you do that.
A platoon swap here for the Clippers. 1:39 left to play in the first quarter. Here's Melton. He's guarded by Williams. Fires the three. It's hauled in by Los Angeles. A superstar summer, Greg, for the Los Angeles Clippers in Kawhi Leonard and in Paul George. Greg, they have two elite wings, great defenders in their prime.
Give them credit, but also Kawhi Leonard pushing the levers behind the scenes. He wanted another superstar to join him in recruiting Paul George, who still had 2 years left on his deal in OKC. Kawhi took unprecedented control of his free agent destiny.
Here's Jones, following the score by Lou Williams. Up top, Jang. Here's Clark, and that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle, and 2 shots coming up.
Easy to appreciate the physicality that Clark plays with. This is what earns him those calls.
First trip to the free throw line for him in this one.
And you know what? The work he's put in at the line starting to pay off. How about 78% on the season?
And that one falls for Clark. Well, the Grizzlies coaching search took 2 months. They finally settled on Taylor Jenkins, a former assistant coach with the Milwaukee Bucks.
Jenkins, with an economics degree from Penn, fits the young academic profile of this Memphis front office. Worked for the Spurs 6 years as an assistant under Mike Budenholzer, who was the coach of the year in 2019. That pedigree helped him get the job.
Jackson misses.
Well, you have to like their work on the boards, Kevin, particularly here to start the game.
Jones. Second chance shot, and that one's good by Clark. Clark's got 6.
And all of his athleticism on display there. Clark's work ethic makes him lethal on that offensive backboard.
Now here's Williams. He had a 24-point outing in their last game against Sacramento.
And made a big mark at the free throw line as well. He got himself to the strike a lot and cashed in when he had his chances.
And still a close game as the first quarter comes to a close.